The next item is item number 2, an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan, a neo-Greek style store and loft building designed by J. Morgan Slade and built in 1881 to 82, with an addition designed by Schweitzer and Deemer and built in 1901. The application is to remove cast iron vault lights and reconstruct a stair and loading platform. This is at 211 West Broadway in the Tribeca East Historic District, docket number 16-0061, block 178, lot 7502.
Good morning, Commissioners. Abby Hurlbut, Preservation Staff. The application is to remove cast iron vault covers in conjunction with the reconstruction of stairs and platform at the West Broadway side of the building at 211 West Broadway, which is located on the northeast corner of West Broadway and Franklin Street in the Tribeca East Historic District. So the proposal is to reconstruct these stairs here and platform, and a portion of the raised platform where the historic vault covers are proposed to be removed. The vault covers at this location are currently covered with diamond plate and not visible from the public thoroughfare, which was there at the time of designation. They will install new steel structural supports and new diamond plate, so there will be no change in the appearance from the street. The site does feature exposed vault lights throughout the West Broadway and Franklin Street facing platforms, and these will be retained. And the applicant is here to discuss the application.
Thank you, Abby.
Good morning, Commissioners. Roland McLaughlin from SW Engineering. So, as Abby outlined, these are the steps which we're proposing to reconstruct. As you can see, they've been severely deteriorated and allowing a lot of water infiltration into the cellar level below. As Abby also noted, there are a series of vault light covers currently exposed to the street level. These are going to remain. We're not affecting anything that's visible from the street level. This is just a shot of some of the existing deteriorated condition. In these areas, we propose to scrape the rusted sections and repaint. And in some extremely deteriorated sections, we propose some additional patches, diamond plate patches, such as these shown, which have been previously installed. This is our construction drawing showing the existing diamond plate section of stairs and the proposed diamond plate section of stairs. As we noted, all additional vault lights are going to remain. This is a reflected view from below the platform. This shows the vault lights that are currently visible from the underside only, and this shows the vault lights which we propose are going to be visible from the underside. So you can see from the underside we are proposing to show a new diamond plate section, but the rest of the vault light covers are going to remain. This is just showing our structural framing plan. So these are the existing cast iron beams and supports. We're removing them underneath the stairs only and replacing with new steel angles and steel square hollow sections. This is basically showing another structural view. Two sections, one looking north, one looking south. This is from the street level. So these are some photos from underneath. This is the existing deteriorated section, which is directly underneath the stairway. You can see here these are the old cast iron supports which have completely deteriorated and no longer have any structural support. So this is the section looking south along West Broadway. These vault lights are all remaining, all these cast iron supports are all remaining. Again, just another view of directly underneath the stairway. You can see here, this is the old rusted and deteriorated section which we cannot retain, unfortunately. Another better shot to the better right. Just some close-ups of the rust and deterioration. You can see here how this cast iron beam has completely come away from the structural member.
So the only area that you're removing the vault lights is on the stairs?
On the stairs, yeah.
Where it's currently not visible?
Correct.
Okay. Questions? Any questions? Yes, Roberta?
So that has to happen to do
install the new steel beams, we can't retain the existing deteriorated sections.
All right, any other questions? All right, yes, Roberta.
Diamond plates, so all of those you're taking off and
And installing new,
putting them.
just on the steps.
Okay, any other questions? All right, we have speakers on this item. Kelly Carroll.
Kelly Carroll, Historic Districts Council. HDC asks the Commission to deny removal of historic vault lights. Applications to remove these historic features are increasing, and as a result, vault lights continue to disappear in our downtown historic districts. As the property already has a vault that is both light and diamond plate composite, we ask that the historic lights either be covered or stored until funds for their proper restoration become available. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any more speakers? All right, Community Board 1 has submitted their resolution, and they support this application for a new entrance platform and repairs to existing platform.
Can I just ask, so
Yes.
so in terms of the options, what were the options? What are the options then? So we have to remove them because structural work requires it. Was there a way to reinstall vault lights?
Can you speak to that? Yes.
We did look into this issue about installing new cast iron vault lights, but one contractor came with a proposal of $150,000 for a small section of 50 square feet of cast iron, which have to be custom made and custom cast. So we feel it's impractical to install new.
So the reinstallation problem is the cost.
Right, well, you're talking about putting in new vault lights, so the reinstall, is there, is it, yes.
We can't guarantee in the removal process, these are so badly deteriorated that they would literally almost crumble in your hands.
Right, I think the issue that was raised by HTC is that these are historic features, and is there a way to remove them and keep them aside and possibly reuse them? But your position is that once you try to remove this, that they will just fall apart?
Correct.
I mean, they look like in their terrible condition, yes.
The vault lights they're talking about removing are ones that are concealed.
They're concealed. So, in some ways I can understand there's no basis for that to create new vault lights and put them in because of its cost and the fact that it's not going to be seen. The question of whether there's any ability to retain the existing fabric, it seems that there's a real practical issue regarding that. It's, okay, thank you, Mike. I mean, it does seem really difficult. Okay.
The other aspect of this is that by removing those, replacing them with something else, you are creating a reversible process whereby if a future owner wanted to replace the cast iron and vault lights, they could do so. Is that correct?
Right, they could do so.
So retaining them would mean, once you've taken them out, that you're retaining just the glass elements, right? Because
I don't think you can.
Those are going already, I think.
the glass itself?
The picture looks like they're.
No,
Yeah.
the fabric that's holding the glass is fine. It's just the rusted,
There's
Metal.
There's actually no glass contained in those.
oh,
Underneath the steps, it's just the
I see,
cast
I
iron.
see.
Yes, Mike.
What happens with iron is when it rusts, it expands up to 7 times its original volume.
They fell out.
With vault lights, what happens then is it crushes the glass, so you end up with essentially a grid work with nothing in it.
All right, any other questions? I think there's a real, I think the issue here is that these vault lights are truly deteriorated. The structure of the stairs has become unsafe. They want to improve it, and what we will see is they'll be replacing the existing deteriorated diamond plates with new diamond plates.
Right, but if this were visible and deteriorated, would
Well,
we, despite
I
the
think
cost,
we've had-
insist on their,
right.
rebuilding or retaining?
Well, I think, and Sarah can correct me if I'm wrong, I think there have been certain situations where there have been exposed vault lights that have been so deteriorated that we've had to allow them to remove it. And often we have asked them to look at diamond plate because that's sort of in the same construction era, so to speak. So it's not as if we've ever not done it, but it seems that it's been in situations where there really has been an impossibility to try and retain them. Over time, sometimes they deteriorate. Isn't that correct?
So that's
Yeah.
correct. And so, of course, our goal is to try to keep any salvageable fabric. And so at staff level, the staff approves, if they can't be restored at a certain time, the staff can approve covering it to protect it for future restoration. And if they're unsalvageable or unsafe or have to be removed and can't be repaired and would require full replacement, we bring those to you, and those are generally approved if they're deteriorated beyond any feasible repair, and it's an extensive amount. And also, another factor that you've all considered is if it's been covered since the time of designation, then it's something that is being removed from the street that never was seen even at the time of designation.
All right, are there any other concerns, or can we move to support this project? Any concerns? Okay, in that case, we can close the hearing. John, can you read that, please?
In the matter of docket number 16-0061, 211 West Broadway, application is to remove cast iron vault lights and reconstruct a stair and loading platform. I recommend approval, finding that the removal of the historic vault lights will not be perceptible as the vault lights were concealed from view at the time of designation, that the vault lights are highly deteriorated, that only a limited amount of the vault lights, representing a small percentage of the total amount of vault lights, will be removed, that the proposed work to rebuild the stairs and platform will support the long-term preservation of the building by reducing damage to the structure through water infiltration, that the painted diamond plate will be in keeping with the industrial character of the historic district and will recall the presence of historic vault covers, and that the overall effect of the proposed work will not detract from or diminish the special architectural and historic character of the streetscape or historic district.
Second, all in favor? Okay. Any opposed? The application's been approved.